Fresh Working Dairy here inside the 29 Sydney Royal Easter Show. One each minute, so in the next 10 or 15 minutes, my colleagues and I are going to be giving you a bit of a demonstration of how we milk cows. I'll be telling you a bit about cows and Riverina Fresh. So I hope you're all excited. Now the first thing that you're going to notice as our cows come in today is that they come in different shapes, sizes and colours. That's because just like cats and dogs, we have different breeds of dairy cows here in Australia. Now the most common breed is called the Holstein Friesian, and she is the big black and white cow over behind me here. Now Holsteins weigh around 600 or 700 kilograms, and they're going to milk anywhere between 20 and 40 litres of milk every single day. Now the second cow we have in today is a Guernsey. She is the smaller brown and white cow over to my left. And finally we have an Illawarra all the way on the right of the dairy. Illawarra cows are born and bred right here in Australia, and they're really good for tough hunting conditions.
I like the one that kind of looks like Rocky the cow.
Now once our cows are in the stalls and we're ready to begin the milking process, the first thing you're going to notice is that our dairy farmers put on gloves. That's because here at Riverina Fresh and in the dairy industry, hygiene is our #1 priority. Next thing they're going to do is reach over to one of the green hoses behind me, and they're simply going to spray off the udder with some water. This simply is just to wash off any grass or sawdust or mud that might have accumulated underneath the cow throughout her travels during the day. Once they've rinsed off the udder, they're going to grab some white paper towel and simply dry it off. This means you have a nice clean, dry udder ready to begin the milking process. So you can see Josh behind me just rinsing off our Guernsey cow's udder. Going to reach out, grab a white paper towel, dry it off so it's nice and clean. Now the next thing he's going to do is he's going to reach between the cow's legs and he's going to hand milk each teat. This is a process called stripping, and it's very important for two reasons. Firstly, it gives us a chance to visually inspect the milk. So as the milk runs out onto the dairy floor, we can make sure that it's nice and clean, nice and white, and has a nice smooth consistency. Now the second reason we do this is to stimulate the release of a hormone called oxytocin into the cow's bloodstream. Oxytocin helps the cow relax and physically allows her to set down the milk. Without this hormone, we wouldn't be able to get milk from the cow. Now, next he's going to grab the milking machine, he's going to press a button on the top to activate a vacuum, and then he's going to reach between the cow and put each cup on each teat. So you can see Josh, now he's going to reach between our Illawarra cow's legs, put the machine upside down, and each cup goes on each teat. And Chelsea over here is doing the same. Now, it's important to note that we're not actually going to suck the milk out of the cow. When our farmers press the button on the top to activate a vacuum, that simply just holds the machine up underneath the cow. To actually get the milk out, we're going to massage the teat to simulate what a calf would do to its mother. Now, how we do this is related to the ticking noise that you can hear behind me. So, if you look closely, you'll see an outer shell of the cup and an inner black rubber liner. Now, the ticking noise is air rushing in between these two parts and then back out. So, when air rushes in, it squeezes it, and then when air rushes out, it releases it. So, if you look closely, you might be able to see it opening and closing on my thumb. So, this is similar to the sucking that a calf would do to its mother, and then the milk comes out. Now, once our milking machine is attached, our milk is going to travel along the milk line and it's going to start to collect in our milk receiving vessel. Now, this is pumped out the back to a much larger tank every couple of hours. We'll store the milk at 4 degrees, and every few days a large milk truck is going to drain the milk and take it to the factory. Now at Riverina Fresh, our milk is processed at the same site, the same facility that it has been for 1990 years. So inside the factory, 2 main processes occur. These are 2 words that you might find on the side of your milk bottle. Before I tell you them, can anyone name them? Pasteurized, that's right, that's the first thing that happens. Second is homogenized, that's right. So pasteurization is when we heat up the milk to 72 degrees Celsius for a period of around 5 seconds. This helps to kill anything in the milk that will make it spoil. Now, homogenization is when we take the milk and we push it through a series of sieves and filters. What this does is it takes the very large fat molecules inside milk and breaks them up into much smaller ones. This means that the large fat molecules won't float to the top and the milk won't separate in the bottle into cream and light, and rather will have an even, smooth consistency to the top of the bottle. Now, to produce milk, cows need to do a number of very important things. The first and most important is they need to have a baby. They need to have a calf every single year. Now, when a cow has a calf, she's going to milk for around 9 months. Then she'll have 3 months dry where she's not milked. And at the end of that 3-month period, she'll calve again and then milk for the rest of the following 9 months. Now, during this time, she also needs to eat 25 kilos of dry matter every single day. To give you an idea of how much grass that is, it's around this whole section in front of the dairy here, about halfway up to my knees of grass. So she is pretty busy. Now we can sometimes supplement our cow's feed with things that we have in the buckets down here. So we have some oats, some hay, and some these things. Now cows also need to drink between 60 and 80 litres of water every single day to produce their milk. But luckily, calves only need 4 litres of milk per day. However, our cows can produce anywhere between 20 and 40 litres. So there's plenty of extra milk that doesn't go to the calves that we can enjoy on our cereal in the morning. Now, each cow is going to milk out for between 6 and 8 minutes, and you might just be able to see the milk collecting in the receiving vessel here. Once it gets a little bit higher, you'll be able to see it. So each of these cows will milk anywhere. The bigger cow, Holstein, probably milk between 15 and 20 litres this afternoon. And the smaller cows, probably between 10 and 15. Now, once we're finished milking and we take the milking machine off, you just see Josh reach over to one of the red spiral hoses. And he's going to spray a red solution on each teeth. Now this solution is called iodine, and it's a disinfectant. The reason that this is important is that the muscle in the teeth may stay open for up to 30 minutes once our cow returns to the paddock. So, to protect her in case she leaves the dairy and sits down straight in the paddock, this iodine helps to seal up each teeth. So once our milk has been processed in the factory, we can make it into a range of tasty treats. Can any of the kids in the audience tell me what I can make out of milk? Hands up, that's it. Ice cream, yep. Yogurt, good. Cheese. Cake. Butter, yeah. Sorry. Custard, yeah. Chocolate, good. Anybody over this way up the back? Oh, we got it? Yeah. Ice cream, good. Any last one? Pretty much tipped them all off, I think. Brownies, yeah. Dairy milk, yeah. Yep. Chocolate milk, good. So we can also use milk to help create things like whey protein. We can separate the milk out into just the sugars, and we can use those to help build tablets. And we can also use those in pharmaceutical and cosmetic products. Now it's worth noting that Riverina Fresh has an award-winning lactose-free milk for anyone in the audience that's lactose intolerant. So milk really is a versatile product. Now, after the show, I strongly encourage you to head up just over to my left here where there's a stand and you can try some of Riverina Fresh's milk. It's absolutely delicious, but don't take my word for it. It did win the Finder Award for the best fresh milk in Australia. So head up on and have a taste, or if you would like to ask any questions, please feel free to come down to the front. And any of the kids would like to feel the suction of the milk machine, come on up and have a try. But other than that, thanks so much for visiting us here in the working dairy, and we hope you have